Year 10 and 11, welcome to an exemplar response on Eva Smith and Daisy Renton in preparation for your English literature exam. Again, in a bit of a hurry, I've taken a picture of the computer screen. I hope that's okay. So we've got, Priestley uses an Inspector Calls as a political diatribe to critique the 1912 society and more specifically capitalism. The use of the play is allegorical, as the characters are symbolic of various things including politics and moral values. More specifically, Eva Smith is used to represent women of the working and lower classes who fell victim to the immorality of society at the time. As you can see there, the highlight stuff, so the political diatribe in blue, the critiquing of capitalism in red and the allegorical in green are just key terms that you might want to include, or I think you definitely should include if you want a 7, 8 or 9 in the exam. With reference to Eva Smith / Daisy Renton, Priestley uses her name metaphorically. The noun Eva has links to Eve from the Garden of Eden, and much like the biblical story where Eve is tempted and corrupted by the snake, Eva is too corrupted and ruined by the Berlins, died in agony. Additionally, the surname Smith is the most commonly used surname in Britain, and therefore Priestley subtly implies that many women are subject to mistreatment as a result of capitalist ideals. Moreover, the use of the noun Daisy is symbolic of purity and innocence, and we see that innocence is also ruined at the hands of the Berlins and upper-class individualism. When placed alongside the surname Renton, which is a play on the word renting, a word used in 1912 when hiring and paying for a prostitute, the name becomes its own oxymoron, and another means by which Priestley critiques capitalism. Renting also literally means pay to use, hire. There is a subtle link to the language Gerald uses when he uses a lexical field associated with the workplace to describe Daisy. Install, business. This dehumanisation further enhances the disparity between the two classes. From the outset of the play, Eva is dehumanised. Gerald refers to her as fresh, and the connotations of this adjective suggest that she is vulnerable and he can use her to amuse himself. However, the literal meanings are more harrowing: newly produced, newly obtained, not spoiled. As an audience, the phrase fresh meat seems appropriate here and presents Eva as defenceless. Mrs. Berlin aligns herself with Gerald in this regard when she claims, as if a girl of that sort would ever refuse money, and girls of that class. The repetition of the determiner that indicates disdain for lower class women, but also a total lack of understanding on Mrs. Berlin's behalf. Furthermore, it would appear also to be a huge generalisation about the characteristics and values of those less fortunate. Unfortunately, in Eric's admission of his role in the suicide, he refers to Eva as a good sport. Again, if we take the word sport literally, then it would indicate that his involvement with Eva involved physical exertion for entertainment and or success or pleasure derived from an activity. When added to the list of adjectives penniless, friendless, desperate, then Priestley emotively emphasises the frantic state in which Eva defencelessly finds herself. In relation to propaganda, the use of Eva Smith, Daisy Renton, forces the audience to feel uncomfortable and arguably favour socialism as a means to improve society. Priestley uses the incident with Eric as an extended metaphor showing how capitalism abuses the poor and working classes. The language used frightens the audience when a chap easily turns nasty. The utilisation of the adverb easily has implications that this type of behaviour is almost commonplace. Therefore, we wonder if the Conservative Party and their ideals too are used in perhaps a trivial manner at the expense of the lower classes. I hope this has been useful. It is in by no means everything you could see about Eva Smith / Daisy Renton. It's just some potential grade 9 paragraphs that I would definitely consider using. I hope this is useful. If you need anything else, please check out my YouTube channel where you'll find a range of stuff: Macbeth, more grade 9 responses on Inspector Calls, the AQA poetry, and massive good luck in your English literature exam.